Hey, this is Phantom Bullet Games, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to downgrade Skyrim from the 1130 update to the 640 previous Skyrim edition. Before we start with that, the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't already, and I'll leave a timestamp just in case you guys already did this, but you want to create your own folder to actually have the Steam app in instead of the program file 64. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Steam and you're going to actually click the Steam button at the top, and you're going to make sure that you sign out and exit. If you sign out and then it doesn't exit already, just make sure you sign out first and then exit. The reason why you want to do that is because when you're setting up your own personal folder, your custom folder, you don't want it to go into the program files because that can mess up your SKSE, and it just makes it safer now that we are downgrading it from the 1130 to the 640. I've did this and it helped. Now that you have signed out of Steam, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your program files where you still have all of the Steam app and your Skyrim installed along with your other games. So yours is going to be program files. Mine is going to be my own Steam folder. That's because I already did this process. But what you're going to basically do is you're going to go into program files, and when you actually go into program files, you should see it should look like this. And basically what you're going to do is except you're going to delete everything except Steam apps, user data, and the actual Steam application. Again, you're going to delete everything in this folder in your program files 86. You're going to delete everything for the Steam that is basically all the files except for the Steam app, user data, and then Steam apps. Do not delete those three. Delete everything else. Once you have deleted all those, what you can do is you can go back into your Windows C, create a new folder. As you can see, I named mine's, and basically the easiest way is just do a open new window. Whether you're opening a new window for the new file you created or for where you have kept those three files I told you to keep, and you're gonna basically drag those three files into your new folder that you just created. Once you dragged all three of those files into the new folder you created, you're gonna actually click Steam, and you're gonna open up the Steam application. This should take you back to the Steam app, and make sure you know your login and your basically your username and your password, because once you open it, it's going to ask you to log back in. Once you log back in, it's going to update Steam, and then you'll get all the files that you just deleted back into now your new folder that you have. The reason being, like I said before, is because SKSE, basically the Skyrim script extender, like I said, it's just kind of safe to make sure that you already have it in this folder, in this custom folder, instead of program files, because we're downgrading it and you just don't want anything to really mess up. Now that we have created our own custom folder for Steam, along with your other games that you have for Steam, basically next what you're going to do is I prefer this Reddit post, and I'll leave the link in the description. He basically lays out what you need to do to downgrade your actual Skyrim to the 640 from the 1130. Basically, whatever your console command to run is, mine is Command R because I am using a Mac keyboard. If you're using just a regular PC, just use whatever your command is for that, which should be the Windows and R. So we're gonna press this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use exactly what you see on screen: Steam dot / open dot console r / console. And the reason why you want to do this is because when you open it, it takes you to the console command for Steam. Here, this is where you're going to actually copy and paste the three files that you see on the Reddit post. So these are the three files. You're literally going to copy and paste each one, but make sure you do it one at a time like he suggests. It should be one at a time. These are going to be 12 gigabytes long, so it might take a little bit of time. However, it's going to get the job done on what you want. So copy, Control C this, and each one individually, Control V. It'll start downloading for you automatically, and then it will be actually located now in your content folder under your new, remember it's your new custom folder that you put Steam's in. So it's going to be your new custom folder, Steam apps, and then content. And this is where you'll see all the files that you just downloaded for each link. Once you downloaded each link and you have all the files, what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste. Actually, you can just drag and drop. It's probably easier just to drag and drop those files into now your Skyrim Special Edition folder, which again should be in your common folder within your new custom folder that you have Steam in. And basically you're just going to drag and drop them into each folder. Make sure you match it because some are data files. So just make sure you're matching, and it's going to ask you to override those files, and you're going to say yes, because again, we are downgrading to the 640. And so you just drag and drop those into here. Once you drag and dropped all the files into your Skyrim Special Edition, you should be cleared to go. One thing that I do suggest once you have done that is to go to your library within Steam, and you're going to go to your properties. So actually make sure you click your Skyrim Special Edition. You're going to go into your settings, properties, and then you're going to go to updates, and you're going to ensure that it says only update this game when I launch it. The reason why you want that is because basically we're never going to launch Skyrim from Steam. You're never going to launch it. You're just going to have it open in the background. And what I mean by that is now that you have moved your game back down to 640, one big key thing that you're going to have to realize is that a lot of the mods that you may have had for the 1130, you're going to have to downgrade those to the 640 editions. The ways that the biggest one that I did first, obviously, was the SKSE. So again, if you go to SKSE website, if you look up here, it's going to say 1130 for the anniversary edition, which is the special edition. It's that 640. 640 was originally right here. What you're going to do is the easiest way is either you can go to archive builds if you know the one that you had by heart, or you can just go to Nexus mods and go to, once you go to Nexus mod, the key thing about this is going to files, and you're going to go look at the old files, and this should be your most recent one, which is the 2.23. That should be the one for the anniversary edition, aka the 640. And the good thing about Nexus is it'll actually tell you when you have downloaded something. So for me, obviously it says 18 December, but it wasn't that time frame when I originally did this downgrade. It said a whole different time frame. So that's how I knew it was this one that I need to download. So go ahead and use your mod manager to download the file. And once you have downloaded it, I'm running Vortex. It's a little bit easier for me. And once you run it, it should be in here. You just drag and drop it onto Vortex, and you should be good to go. That's the biggest one. However, there's other things like address library, a couple of UI extensions, and even race menu. Those are big ones that need to be downgraded to the 640 versions. Once you have done all of that, you just definitely want to make sure that you deploy mods, and then you also only run Skyrim using the SKSE. One big key thing that you may have to remember is that you need Steam to be open first. So usually what I do is when I'm starting my computer, I just open Steam, then I open Vortex, then I deploy my mods. I do use FNIS, so I run that, and then I actually press the SKSE, and then my game is running smooth, just like any other time before the 1130 update. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys are able to use this downgrade, and it actually helps you and it works. Like I said, I use it. It works for me. I'd rather do this than all of the 1130 updates that you have to add for all the new mods, because my game was still crashing. I was unable to actually run SKSE. Maybe some it does run and works for them, but for me, this was like the fastest way to fix the 1130 update is by just going back to the 640. If you have any further questions, please just put them in the comments. If you need further help or guidance, just let me know, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.